Hi there, this is Lori Edge-Hughes and this is your 4-Leg Rehab Minute, and in this minute I want to talk about assessing for medial patellar luxation or laxity in standing. Okay, so just ignore that there is a hound behind me because she won't leave the production set here. So we're just putting her in the background. Too busy. It's too busy. So there is an advantage to testing in standing in that oftentimes dogs are, or sometimes dogs can be more cooperative or less freaked out in standing than they would be if you may force them to lie down. The other advantage is that you can put them into a position that is perhaps more likely to yield a medial patellar luxation. So what I mean by that is if we are in flexion or some degree of hip flexion, stifle extension, you need stifle extension mostly, and we can try and push that little patella medially. We can rotate the limb medially as well to try and set it up for that, okay, and push the patella medially, see if it will luxate. But sartorius tends to pull the patella medially anyways. So if we were to extend the stifle, okay, and then push the patella medially, if I extend the stifle, I put some tension on the sartorius muscle here, okay, and now if I push the patella medially, and I can combine that with rotating the whole of the limb, and technically coming from the hip, right, medially as well, and we give it a biomechanical leverage, I guess, or disadvantage to potentially luxate that patella. So here I can be an extension, so I've got sartorius working to pull medially, and I can add that medial patellar glide to see if it'll luxate. But you see how she's actually quite willing to let me do this and not fight. So that can be a way to assess your medial patellar luxation in standing. So that's it. Until next time, cheers.